All right, let me tell you about the worst date I've ever been on. It started like most modern tragedies with an app, Acornly. Yeah, it's like Tinder, but for woodland creatures. Swipe left on porcupines, swipe right on anyone who doesn't list mushroom influencer in their bio. I matched with a squirrel named Crystal. Profile said, adventurer, emotionally available, 9 inches tall with fluffy tail. Acorn entrepreneur. Cool, sounds normal. Cute profile pic, looked like she flossed. I was in. We agreed to meet under the old birch by the creek. I showed up early, tail brushed, whiskers trimmed, even used mint bark on my breath. Then she shows up, and let me tell you, that profile pic was from a different dimension. The crystal I swiped on, good lighting, nice smile, cute little tail floof, looked like she did yoga and drank clean water. The crystal I met looked like she'd fallen out of the tree and hit every bad decision on the way down. I'm talking eyeshadow from last season, fur that said I haven't groomed since autumn, and an energy that screamed unresolved issues with a trash panda named Devin. I blinked twice like maybe I was seeing things. She says, oh yeah, that pic's from like 4 years ago. I think I still had a personal trainer then. 4 years ago? Girl, I came here expecting your current self, not your high school yearbook photo. That's not a selfie. That's false advertising with decent lighting. I should have left right there, but she was already unwrapping snacks like it was a picnic. Next thing I know, I'm deep in a story about her toxic ex named Brad the Chipmunk and how she's working on boundaries, but also still shares a Netflix password with him. She asked if I wanted to hang out again. I said, we're hanging out right now and I already regret it. So we start walking and I try to make small talk. What do you do for work? She says, I'm in a rest phase. My last 3 boyfriends drained my nervous system. I'm recalibrating. Bro, I asked for your job, not your emotional state. We sit down to eat, and instead of talking about hobbies or goals, she says, I'm polycurious, but also deeply avoidant. I have intimacy wounds, but I'm working on them with breath work. I was halfway through a bark burger, and now I need therapy. Then she starts talking about our energy alignment and says my aura is foggy, like, sorry, I didn't meditate under a mushroom today. I was busy surviving a hawk attack. And don't even get me started on the app messages. Half the matches ghost you, the other half want to trauma dump, and one squirrel asked if I'd be open to a non-exclusive knot bond with lunar check-ins. What does that even mean? And let's talk about labels, or the lack of them. We hang out, we cuddle, we eat bark snacks. But apparently she's still not sure if we're talking or just exclusive, but without labels. Like, do you want a relationship or a podcast sponsorship? Everyone wants the benefits, affection, attention, free food, but none of the accountability. They'll ghost you the second someone new matches with better lighting and a fluffier tail. Look, dating in this era is exhausting. Nobody talks, nobody commits. Everybody's healing, projecting, or pretending to be an entrepreneur because they once sold a mushroom candle on Etsy. I'm Gus, I'm single, and if one more woodland creature sends me a good vibes only playlist instead of actual effort, I'm marrying myself. At least I won't get ghosted.